Hello, everybody. It's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Sorry, I'm redoing a video. I was out riding this morning and made a lovely video. And geez, the wind was so bad. Started editing it. Put my headphones on. Started to make my brain hurt. So I thought, well, you know what? I better just redo it. But anyways, yeah, things are going good. Oh yeah, please hit the like, share, subscribe if you can. Greatly appreciate it. Getting lots of positive vibes from what I'm doing, so it's all good. You know, I had one of the loveliest texts yesterday from my friend Becky thanking me for the last video I put out about, you know, dealing with a little bit of stress with everything that's going on in this world. You know, she's gone back to doing her watercolor. Good stuff. Great for meditation. It's good to focus on such things, right? Yeah, it's all good. But you know, I woke up this morning and I don't know if it's because of the content I've been putting out, but you know, I've changed a lot of things that I watch actually. And this interview came up with Trigonometry. They're interviewing a retired police officer in the UK about the riots that are going on there that are spurred on by people like that Tommy Robinson. I found it very interesting. You know, so kind of got me thinking a little bit, actually. Thinking about the importance of good communication, especially from the powers that be to, you know, the rest of us, right? I mean, who am I to say? I mean, I'm just, you know, the chubby white Canadian guy, right? Trying to make sense of this world, you know, trying to use like stoicism with some common sense, everyday language, make sense of, you know, how to deal with things. But one thing that they talked about, which made a lot of sense. Oh yeah, and actually, pardon me, I'm going to backtrack a bit. I also watched another interview the other day with Piers Morgan and that pardon expression, dumbass Andrew Tate. You know, I'll get to why I've brought these two interviews up. One thing about my past is, you know, with my education, I've taken a few courses in interviewing techniques, and also by working where I used to work in corrections. You're dealing with a lot of people. You get to know when somebody's giving you a pile of hooey or not, right? And plus, also with studying the philosophy, I have a much greater understanding the power of the ego of an individual and why we try and prove ourselves right and put our point across without educating ourselves properly on the topic at hand, right? You know, this is quite a very familiar issue with YouTubers and their content. I know I've watched quite a few, and I've actually had to stop watching them because, you know, there's absolutely no way that someone such as myself can have all the facts. I mean, this is the problem which started off these riots, is that there's absolutely no way that what people have been putting out there on social media and talking in the manner that they do, have they got all the facts, right? You know, like if you've ever had to write a court report or anything like that, or a progress report, There's certain things, or an incident report, there's certain things that have to take place that are in chronological order, and you try and do the best job you can, the most clear, concise job you can to provide the facts. I just don't see that happening on a lot of things. I really don't. I don't know that Tommy Robinson from a whole hill of beans. I'm not here to piss people off because they might have concerns over immigration, right? But what I do know, just by watching the man, he's got a huge ego, and he's really hit a nerve. He's really activating a lot of people and using their fear. I believe he believes in his message. It's the same thing with that Andrew Tate. Actually, I don't think he's as legitimate, actually. I think he's a little bit more of an attention whore. Trying to ride the gravy train. I was watching an interview with him with Piers Morgan. That was quite the shouting match. It didn't make sense. That guy didn't make sense. He's totally tripping over himself. I don't know. It looked like his eyes were like sausages. I don't know. To me, just my opinion, he looked like he was on something. So when you get these people out there that are pushing this sort of stuff, and they're putting it on social media and getting other people upset, what are you doing? You're just creating a pile of garbage, making things a lot worse than they are. I have to say, though, that I do not believe that the governments are doing a very good job in explaining things to people because they're so disconnected. We need to have better communication skills. Like, I'm not here to run anybody down, but, I take a look back at the last few years, how our illustrious Prime Minister Trudeau has talked about people being misogynistic, anti-LGBTQ, whatever, being racist, putting all these terms out that had absolutely no relevance to whatever the situation was at hand, and talking down to people, creating fear, right? He's not the only one that does it. You see a lot of it in the U.S. news. You see the social media doing the opposite, which is the same. You watch these debates, they call them, whether it's on the PBD podcast or Piers Morgan or whatever. You know what I hear? A lot of people shouting at one another. You hear a lot of people calling one another wrong. That's all they can do because they're not listening. They're not having a debate. There's no such thing as yelling at a debate, if it's an actual debate, right? They're just worried about getting their point across to prove themselves right. When those types of shows that are going on and they're like that, they're not trying to solve any problems. They're just wondering how successful they're going to be when you're listening to them. I got a little bit of homework for you people out there. What I would like you to do specifically, hold the door open for somebody else. Ask the person who's pouring you your cup of coffee, ask them how their day is going. Just let them talk. Listen. Communicate. Wish somebody a good day. Don't be thinking about this crap that's going on. It's not going to get you anywhere. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the pot calling the kettle black, but I tell you, I gotta say though that interview on trigonometry that I watched today, they had some really, really good points. Those guys really did their homework. You know, am I a little bit worried about what's going on? A little bit. Think we need to go down more before we come back up. But I'm not going to worry about it. Because if I worry about it and focus on it, you know, all that's going to do is take me away from what's important in my life. What I need to do to put food on the table, put a positive message out, tell my kids that I love them. That's about it. Simple. Just keep it simple. Okay? Anyways, I should probably get going here. I want everybody to have a great day. Be very careful what you watch and what you listen to and how it affects you. Right? Don't let the people above you manipulate you. You put the good out every day. Everybody you run into. Everything will improve for everybody. Okay? Just say no to meth. I mean, that's a given. But anyways, please hit the like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Remember, the most important thing in life, which is the number one stoic rule of life, is to be kind. Be good. Try not to worry about it. Listen to people that are actually giving you the facts. Okay? Love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.